Major support for Do the Math has been provided by Chevron, the Kern County Superintendent of Schools, California Resources Corporation, Kern Schools Federal Credit Union, Panama Buena Vista Union School District, Bakersfield City School District, and the San Luis Obispo County Office of Education, with additional production assistance provided by these supporters of education in Kern County and throughout the state of California.
We are live today at Kern High School District Regional Occupational Center. We have a special guest, the Assistant Principal, Stephen Metler.
Hello.
And can you kind of explain exactly what happens here at the Regional Occupational Center?
Well, we're a career tech educational school, and so we have a variety of programs, everything from robotics, which you're going to see today, to medical programs, to welding and ag diesel mechanics. So we really have a large variety, 28 different programs here that we offer to mostly high school seniors, about 90% high school seniors, and then we have some juniors and we have a few adults sprinkled through some of our classes here.
Now, who qualifies to come here?
Well, any high school junior or senior that has good attendance, hasn't been in much trouble, and has the desire to learn a skill in career tech ed.
So when they come here, they take a class, a skill that they're interested in, correct?
That's correct.
And from there, where do they go?
Well, they could possibly go to a junior college to pick up where they left off here, or they could enter into the workforce, they could go to a trade school, or they could go to a four-year college.
Does any of this be considered for college credit at all?
Absolutely. We have many programs here that the kid will get a dual enrollment credit, so they earn credit here and at Bakersfield College at the same time. So let's say they take our firefighting program, they can take 2 classes where they also get credit for BC, so when they go up there, they start on class 3 up there.
Okay, so they have class 1 and 2 here.
That's correct, as a high school student.
And how is the schedule with high school? How does that work?
Well, we have a 3-hour session in the morning and a 3-hour session in the afternoon. So they'll come here in the morning to us from 7:30 to 11:30. I'm sorry, 7:30 to 10:30. Then they'll return to their comprehensive campus and finish out their day there. Or they'll start their school at their comprehensive campus and then come to us from 11:45 to 2:45 in the afternoon.
Okay, so behind us is one of your classrooms, correct?
That's correct.
And it's a robotics classroom.
Robotics engineering.
Can you take us in there and introduce us to what's going on in there?
Sure, you guys come on with me. All right, this is our robotics lab here at ROC. This is our instructor here, Mr. Stephen Mears.
And Stephen, can you kind of explain to us what is going on here in this classroom?
Absolutely. So here at the ROC Robotics Lab, we teach everything. We teach as it relates to electronics technology and engineering. So the focus of the class is basic electronics. We teach basic electronics, programmable logic controllers. So if you look over here, you would see a microcontroller. This is an industry standard microcontroller here, is PLC, a programmable logic controller to be specific. Students will learn this, and this runs on a type of programming called ladder logic. We build off of that, and then we also teach electronics technology via circuit analysis here. Okay, so the students would go through and they would troubleshoot circuits that have maybe been faulty or something that's gone wrong with them.
What career would this lead to?
This can lead to a few. So this could lead to a career as an electronics technician. This could lead to a career as even a pure electrician. There's a lot of crossover there. And then over here we have a soldering station. So this is about component level work, building projects, but also repairing projects.
We are back live at Kern High School District Regional Occupational Center and with Stephen Mears, and we kind of got cut off there. So this is where we left off.
Right.
And can you explain again what these are?
So The short and sweet is that this is a 6x6 rover with the intention that it would be a fully autonomous system. This is a 4x4 rover using ultrasonic sensors on the front, running an Arduino microcontroller, and this will be fully autonomous. So there's no remote controls here. The students have to troubleshoot code. They have to program it and then ultimately troubleshoot that code and find out why it's not doing what it's supposed to do.
Okay, so if they don't have remote control, do they work off a computer?
So
Or-
you're going to essentially give it commands through the computer, and then it's going to run off of this guy here. This is an Arduino. This is the brain, okay? And so it's going to get a certain set of rules, and then based on those rules, it's going to make decisions on how it navigates around the room,
Very
and with the ultimate goal of simulating full autonomy.
Wow.
Just like we
Okay.
do.
Yeah. So you have some other things going on?
I do. Over here we have a student of mine. This is Cameron Ochoa. Cameron is going to walk you through some of the basics of, well, this is not necessarily basic, but programmable logic controllers. As I said earlier, this is a PLC unit affixed to a trainer that was designed by a colleague of mine up at Bakersfield College, and he's going to show you what he does. Go ahead.
So in industry, this basically, for example, in like Bolt House, I can program this to where this would be the main power, and as you would see right here in the code, this is gonna light these two up, light these two lights up.
Now, this machine would probably be used, you said like Bolt House, for fruit?
Yes, correct. So as you can see right here, these numbers will add up every time I press them. So say if you want to display one batch, two batch, or multiple batches onto a conveyor belt and into like the system.
So say like, okay, grapes. So this is grapes,
Yeah,
right?
that is grapes.
Okay.
So if I press this 5 times, and then if I press the strawberries, add 5 strawberries onto the conveyor belt, then that siren is going to go on. It's going to then trigger for this motor, which indicates basically a conveyor belt system going onto, which will then trigger this light, notifying you that this motor is going.
Okay, so let's go back to here, what's happening here. First of all, because you hit this 5 times, right? And you have 5 less than, which a lot of students, you know, are dealing with inequalities. And so we're seeing it here being used in real life. So it's telling it for the bunches of grapes, right? It
Yeah, it's
doesn't
5.
want any more,
Right.
5, it has to be less than 5. And then same thing you did here with strawberries,
strawberries.
right? Okay, so what are the other switches for?
The other switches, as of now, they have no function, but you can, or I can program it to basically, I can have these lights also indicate other batches of fruits, or I can have this to where just like turn it off or resets. And if I go over the batches of strawberries, then I will see.
And there it goes. So that's telling you motors are running, correct?
Yes.
The belts are going. And again, what can you hit those? Can I hit that again? Is that okay?
Yes, that is reset.
Okay, so that's the reset. So you had that 5 times, right?
Yes, until you get 5,
And then this 5 times as well. And then what you were talking about earlier is that this is doing the sum of those two,
yes,
correct?
it's basically adding up the 5 from the grapes, and it is adding up the 5 from the strawberries.
So this just, it really controls what's happening on the conveyor belt.
Correct.
Very interesting, thank you. And you're a senior, correct?
Yes, I'm a senior.
At what school?
At Golden Valley High School.
And how many hours have you been working on this thing?
I actually barely started doing this Friday. I barely got into this. So about 3 days I've been working on it, like 3 hours straight. So I have about 10 hours like working with this program.
And what's your goals after high school?
I would like to attend a 4-year university and study civil engineering.
Wow, well, good luck to you. And we have more going on.
Absolutely, absolutely. If you follow me over here, we have Jose Garcia and Kim Guzman. They're going to demonstrate the Now robot by Aldebaran. This is a humanoid robot.
And can you guys tell us exactly, kind of a background, what is going on with this robot?
Hello, Mary Lou.
Oh, that's
I
so
am
cool.
now.
Alright, so this is Neo. He runs on Python programming, and you could basically program him to do whatever you want as long as you get everything right, like all the math and everything.
So it's obviously run off of this, correct?
Yes, it is.
Can you kind of tell us what's going on here with all these little?
Okay, so right here first, the first thing I put him to do is to introduce himself to you, as you saw right now.
Nice to meet you. How are you on this beautiful morning?
It's not morning no more, but okay. So then we have him say different things, like when you press his bumpers, because he has different sensors. He has the bumpers. He has these are sensors as well, and then his head is the sensor, and he has ultrasonic sensors for when you get too close to him, he'll back away.
It's in a different direction.
And he'll turn a different direction and he'll like try to avoid you.
Okay, can I test that out or no?
We don't have a program right now.
Okay.
Do you want a program?
Oh, no, that's okay.
Okay, and the coolest part we've had him do is do his like martial arts dance. Yeah.
Can we see that?
Yeah, you want to see it?
Yeah. That was amazing. How long did that take you guys to program that?
It took us about like 2 weeks to finish it and have it like good.
What's the hardest part about this?
The hardest part is probably like the timing and the balancing of his, because he's heavy, so you have to like find out how to balance him because he can fall and he can break himself.
What are your guys' goals after high school?
Well, one of my goals, I would like to go to college and learn more about this industry, maybe engineering, aerospace engineering. I'm really interested in that.
And what about you?
I want to do mechanical engineering.
Yes?
Yeah.
Well, good luck to you guys both because this was really impressive. Lastly, how many hours have you guys been working on this program?
We've been working on it. We got it about like a month ago, and we've done 3 hours on it every single day since then.
Wow. Well, good luck to you. Really awesome,
Thank
awesome
you.
work. Okay, we are back live at the Kern High School District Regional Occupational Center with Stephen Mears, and we are in another part of your robotics classroom.
Right, yeah.
And can you kind of tell us what's happening here?
So this is a really awesome project. I'm actually very proud of it. This is the students were assigned a project to simulate an automated facility, and they took a kit in this mind's eye robot here, which is initially just a tabletop robot, and they built 2 robots with that, and then they learned some basics, some fundamentals of engineering, and then they developed this platform here. And what's happening here is this is simulating maybe a process of separating things out on an assembly line, but it's definitely leading whatever this is. This ball, X ball here, could be fruit, could be a pair of shoes at Amazon, just running down this conveyor system. And they did all of this. I didn't do any design work on it.
So when they get these, obviously it's all in parts, just individual parts, and they have to actually engineer, they have to put it all together to see how it runs.
The first thing that I make all students do is do an inventory, so they know what they have. And then once they've got all their parts together, then I say, okay, follow the steps, your step by step, just follow the directions. And then on the other side of that, we should have developed a level of engineering prowess that you could develop your own product.
Can you kind of tell us a little bit about this? You were talking about this right here earlier.
Well, this is an exciting thing here too. So if you were to go to say Frito-Lay, for example, you would walk around that warehouse and you would see line follower robots, not unlike this. They're going to drive around the facility using a QTI sensor of some sort, sensing a line on the ground, and robotic arms would be in place to either assign packages to that rover, as it were, or take them off. And in that facility specifically, they that I've seen, they run pallets around, pallets of chips and whatnot.
Can you introduce us to your student here?
Yeah, so this is my student, Ali Dasani.
And Ollie, can you kind of tell us what is happening here? You were kind of controlling it here on this pad. Can you kind of tell us what's going on there?
Okay, yeah. On this pad, we're actually running the program. Here's where you program it. To actually program it, you're able to do it point to point. Like, it'll release its motors, and you set it at a designated wherever area that you want it to be at. You select that spot, and then you're able to move it all the way around in different areas. And once you play it, it just does it part by part.
So is everything timed? Do you have to set the time for it? Like from the time it picks it up to where it drops it, is that all timed?
You could use time to do this, but as it is right now, it's just we're controlling it with the speed, so a constant speed. This setup doesn't need an actual timer. How
long did it take you working on this?
For the programming, it was just about today that we programmed it, me and a couple other students. What took the longest was to build this conveyor system right here.
How long did that take you?
That took 2 days, yesterday, and both classes working on it. 2 days with AM and PM working on this.
That's pretty amazing. Just 2 days for that, and then just a couple hours for the programming of that. Really amazing. Now, what are your goals after high school?
I would like to attend Bakersfield College I'm still really thinking, but something having to do with automation.
Well, there's a lot out there, and thank you so much for sharing this with us. You did a great job. Well, we're going to come back over here to everybody who's helped us out today, and I want to thank all of you guys for sharing what you have been working on, and the best of luck to all of you guys as you continue on with your future. And Stephen, thank you a little something for letting us visit today. It has been absolutely wonderful, and honestly today I'm not going to say goodbye, but I'm going to let somebody else say goodbye for us.
Thank you, and continue to the math.
Major support for Do the Math has been provided by Chevron, the Kern County Superintendent of Schools, California Resources Corporation, Kern Schools Federal Credit Union, Panama Buena Vista Union School District, Bakersfield City School District, and the San Luis Obispo County Office of Education, with additional production assistance provided by these supporters of education in Kern County and throughout the state of California.